Lovey, when you are, I'm like,
just go with it. Hey everyone, loveandhipdocs here, and it is February, so you know what that means.
It's the month of love.
And being that it's the month of love and we are the Love and Hip Dogs, you know what I'm saying? That means that it is our month, right?
Yes.
So we want to equip you guys going into this month of February of love with the tools you need to survive this Valentine's Day. We want to give you some tips on how you can put a spark back in your marriage. So what would you recommend to people? You know, Valentine's Day is coming up and maybe they can use Valentine's Day as an opportunity to put that spark back in their marriage, you know, assuming maybe they kind of lost that spark.
Well, one thing that I would definitely recommend is doing a throwback activity. Think back to when you were courting, when you were dating. There must have been something fun that you enjoyed doing with your significant other. So do a throwback. Just do the activity again, you know, make sure you sit with your spouse and remember not just doing the activity, but remember all the emotions that you felt when you did the activity for the first time.
All right, so tell us, like, what did we do that, you know, you remember fondly and you wouldn't mind redoing it if we could?
Absolutely. When we were dating, we loved to go to Times Square. We would just walk around, you know, look at all the lights. I mean, there's always so many things to do in Times Square. We got engaged in Times Square, so it's always such a fond reminder of where we started, how far we've come, you know, and it's fun to reminisce and all those warm and fuzzy feelings come back.
And fellas, if you want that warm and fuzzy feeling to come back, you know, maybe you should take our advice. All right, fellas, now my turn. Okay, time for the fellas. So fellas, if I had to give you guys advice, don't forget Valentine's Day. I know, genius. So yeah, it's February 14th, not 4D or 4th. It's the 14th. It is a Tuesday. The other thing that I would recommend is right, exactly. Don't bank on the same thing that you did last year. Try doing something different. I mean, could a guy really go wrong if they just did the same thing that they did last year? From a woman's standpoint?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Really?
Even flowers and chocolates could get old with the same girl. Yes.
Yeah.
With this, it just doesn't show like you put in any effort at all. You know, you have to know your spouse. You have to know your spouse, you know. He's like, yeah.
Exactly.
So I think it's really important. So one thing I would really wait, what? Where were we? Oh. So I would definitely recommend don't do the same thing you did last year or the year before. Believe me, women, we have the best memories. We will remember what you did last year and the year before. So try and be creative, you know your spouse. Think about the things that he or she loves and try to incorporate that. You know, if by all means, if your spouse loves flowers, give her flowers. If he loves flowers, by all means, give him flowers. But if you know your spouse isn't a fan of chocolates, don't do chocolates every single year.
But why would anyone do chocolates if they know that the person doesn't like chocolates?
It may not be that you don't like them. It may not be that you don't like them, but maybe they're just not your favorite thing. Like for me, you know, chocolates are great, but it's not my most favorite thing.
So how should a guy think about this? Because there's all these different holidays and events. What is that Valentine's thing to get a woman? Like what? Because there's the birthday, there is Christmas, so what like how can they find, there's your anniversary, so what gift is an appropriate gift for Valentine's Day?
I think you should think about Valentine's Day and anniversaries, you know, wedding anniversaries as days of celebrating love. There's so many ways to show love, and it doesn't always have to be something that you buy. It could be something that you do. After all, you know the saying, women love with their ears. So it's actually a Russian saying. Women do love, no, not like that. We love when you tell us sweet things, when you tell us how much you love us. You know, when you tell us how much you appreciate us. Okay. I think my best advice would be you should know your spouse. You should know what they like, what they don't like, and you know, if your wife likes big gifts, by all means do that.
Really?
Make
but I
her
thought you were
happy.
no, but I thought you were trying to say like you don't have to go crazy buying gifts. So
You have to know your spouse. I think at the end of the day, that would be my overarching like advice. You have to know your spouse. Make sure it's, you know, it's a day of love. Who do you love? Your spouse. So you are showing love to your spouse. Remember the love languages. Like just speak your spouse's love language. If they like gifts, do that. If your wife likes smaller things, you know, gestures that actually show your love, do that. If your wife or your husband doesn't like any of that but prefers to hear it, by all means do that. Cook a nice dinner, or you know, order a nice takeout, make a romantic setting, and talk about how much you love them. Believe it or not, that could go further than, you know, a big gift that you spend money on, you know, or chocolates.
and there you have it. So just some tips on how to put a spark back in your marriage using Valentine's Day as that day you're gonna start something new. You're gonna press that reset, that refresh button on your marriage. So best wishes with that. We wish you an awesome Valentine's Day, and
Let us know how your Valentine's Day went. Let us know the ways that you've brought back the spark into your marriage. Alright, till then, stay in love.
Comes higher, and then you sit there and yourself looking mighty fine.
It's little things, you know, like helping your spouse with chores. That's a huge way to, you know, just rekindle love and make sure that, you know, that your spouse feels appreciated, like you recognize chores are hard. You know, it's not fun doing laundry. I don't know of anyone who likes to do laundry. However,
so you mean if I grab one of these bad boys,
yes,
that's a huge.
turn on.
Hold on, I gotta do the snap. That's a huge turn on.
Do the bathrooms first. Yes.
I don't want to touch you with these gloves. I don't know exactly where they've been, but